the random hunter that a long evening of state business is with Iberia, but it slowly degenerated into both of us as being deep in our cups, slurringly swapping saucy stories. I've just finished my retelling of a tale about my grandfather's his amorous exploits with a wily fish when then I see an untoward gleam in my companion's eye. Thoughts of blackmail race unbidden to my mind. Perhaps Amira Ayab is actually a little keener on the subject than she knows. Is she into fish? Mary Ayab discovers a new 70% chance that she becomes a deviant. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, she's into the fish. Well then, guess I better start. Hello everyone, tonight we're going to be doing some more Crusader Kings 3, starting off with the Fate of Iberia, Fate of Iberia flavor pack. Originally I was gonna do some streams with the Royal Court, but by the time I got off of hiatus, it's like, as I saw that, this pack was coming out at the end of the month, so I figured I'll just wait until it comes out. And I decided to wait roughly another week, just in case it needed any kind of like you get hot fixes in its first week of being released. Because it's been out for 6 days now, so also okay, just need to turn the volume up a little bit so that the game audio wasn't capturing. So let me actually, for some reason, seem to have deleted my ACK3 scene at some point, so I had to remake it real quick. Anyway, here we are with our king from the last campaign, but this stream isn't about him. I'm probably gonna just pick somebody from the new bookmark that they've got for specifically, since that way I'm sure to be playing as somebody that's gonna be interesting for this particular flavor pack. And unlike the last time, I don't have a maybe possible ancestor to seek out. As to my knowledge, I don't have any like prominent ancestry from this region. Most of my known ancestors tend to come from like France, Belgium, and them in the UK. So you've got Count Herman and Exildo Ogatares. There's a Labamuzas. Geoffrey the Harry. Ibn Marwan and Imr Adonis. So we've got three medium options, one easy option, and one hard option. Let's go for one of the medium ones. I'm thinking maybe... Actually, I think I've played Catholics a fair bit, because in the times I've played both CK2 and CK3 off stream, one of my go-tos has been, I want to see the like Count of Urbino, over in Italy. It's something like that. And technically, the first stream of this, we were playing a Catholic, because we started off from up in Ireland, I think. So you know what? Let's look at our options for playing a Muslim. And this bookmark, probably one of these two, either Lub or Ibn. And because one thing that's yeah, definitely Lub or Ibn, since the one hard option is a Catholic anyway. So, right, looks like they're the same religion, well, same faith. Yeah, so let's take a look at their blurbs. But powerful dynasty of the Banu Qazi, the sons of Cassius, once overlooked all the Ebro Valley. Hard times have befallen them since the reign of Lub's glorious father, though in the newly renamed Banu Musa merely mutter and lick their wounds from their ancient seat at Tudela, plotting to recover their southern dominions. Also, guess we actually can't look at things like our motto, in any of our details on culture and faith mechanics. We've got on a rogue at heart, Abd al-Rahman ibn Marwan, which there's the one difficulty in that I am more likely to butcher, and I think I'm probably more likely to butcher their Muslim names than I am, Catholic, Spanish names. Since at least these Spanish names are largely going to be originating from a Romance language. And while I don't know Spanish, I do know some French, so that should help me a little bit with the pronunciations. To at least know a related language. Wait, look at her. Abd al-Rahman ibn Marwan has a tumultuous relationship with his liege, the Umayyad Sultan. That's another thing, so we've got to consider whether are either of these guys independent, or will we have to deal with a liege regardless? He enjoys strong support from the Mozarabs in his domain, and and might in truth have more in common with them than with their faith. He is carved a stronghold in Bajaz, but in the west, the zealous Banu Dani and his clan and grows ever more opposes rule over the Lower March. But in alliance with Alfonso III, Asteria's ever opportunistic king, help you gain a crown of your own? Okay, I think that since it's emphasizing this guy as like seeking a crown of his own, I'm gonna assume that clearly if either of these are independent rulers, it's Lub Muza's, so let's go with him and try and retake what was once belonged to the Banu Qazi and bring the dynasty back to its former glory. You gotta sub the Iron Man save since start Iron Man. For some reason it didn't register my click initially. Could probably actually turn the game down a little bit. Right. Oh, we immediately start out in... Okay, so we do have a liege who's currently at war. Well, the Wolf of Vimara's claim on Portugal, and the Frontier District Rebellion. Let's first... Okay, so it looks like... Oh, apparently we've already got... We're starting out with most of the Seducer. Well, I'd say let's just leverage that. If... You might as well just leverage into existing strengths. Things there, and the religion and mechanics are adaptive. Can conversion resistance plus 30%. Infidel vassals are less likely to join independence and populist factions. In the struggle on submission, if one exists, the head of faith can declare it a great holy war when the faith has high fervor. If you don't have faith, it exists, adherents gain a bonus to convert faith and county councilor task per controlled holy site. And piety and devotion from winning holy wars is increased by 50%. Characters of this faith gain an additional bonus on the successful completion of a pilgrimage. And Jizya unlocks a Jizya vassal contract. Which that's something I'm gonna have to learn about as I go, because I pretty much did not have a chance to play with... This is both my first time with the Fate of Iberia, and also my first time playing with the Royal Court. Let's see. Should grant Logrono to someone. You can declare wars. You can create the Duchy of Navarra. Family members can get married, children lack guardians, and I can hire a court physician. Alright. Should we give the city of Logrono to? Now let's just go with the guy that defaulted to. Oh, or he became our vassal as a result. I can create need the Duchy of Navarra as soon as I have 250 gold. I'll hold off on hiring a court physician, and unless I need one for something. Oh, levies are tax reduces. Sultan Muhammad ibn al-Rahman of Al-Andalus, not your rightful liege. You want your liege to hold the Duchy of Navarra. Oh, does that mean that we become independent if we form the Duchy of Navarra? Since it says that you want a rightful liege to hold the duchy, I guess that depends on. I guess this guy's a kingdom tier, so it would just mean that Navarra would be a new duchy under the Sultanate, and then I mean, if it's not even a rightful liege, then do you even want to bother with these wars? Into King Alfonso of Asturias and Emir Yusuf of Tula? Here's a struggle. It's currently in the phase of opportunity. After a long period of relatively peaceful coexistence during the conciliation phase, his complacency begins to set in. Peasantry and nobility alike are comfortable that things just work. They're allowing more shrewd characters to take advantage of their naivety. Eventually, fresh abuses will either cause escalation into the hostility phase, or else heavy politicking reaches an easy equilibrium through the conciliation phase. It has effects of we can fabricate claims using prestige in the struggle region, and wars cost less prestige within the region. You can do border raids, contract assistance, and the bargain fealty, and mercenaries. These are discounted. And converting to an involved culture is less expensive Learning a new language provides prestige. Each granting a title to a noble provides prestige. Increasing the development of a county with a different culture increases cultural acceptance. And converting to an involved faith is less expensive. Convert faith in county proceeds faster. Within the region, holy wars cannot be declared in the northern historical region. And currently, interfaith marriages are available between involved characters. Also, the by-claim interaction is available against involved rulers. Demand payment is available as well. Abduct, fabricate hook, claim throne, foment revolt, befriend scheme, which isn't it usually available? I guess in other phases of the struggle it's not. Commission epic decision. Commission epic. For independent rulers, it adds a chance to grant claims involved. And it adds a chance to grant claims. Involved characters can purchase truces from each other, and it unlocks a sell titles decision for kings and emperors. Apparently, it's the fullest of the catalyst, which is just currently a yearly drift towards struggle, towards a hostility phase. Whereas there is not. So conciliation is a slightly harder one to push towards. It looks like a lot of it has to do with like doing friendly things rather than make sense as conciliation is when the uneasy peace becomes a bit more stable. Oh, now immediately it's giving me this. The Iberian Peninsula is in turmoil, a conflict born of its storied past. Outsiders covet the land, and the great Muslim and Christian powers seek to sway its people. But those who live and die on its soil will ultimately determine its fate. I will not let slip my vision for my homeland. By Allah, House Banu Musa, I will weather the storm and see my will fulfilled. You are one of the involved participants in this Iberian struggle. The region is currently in a phase of opportunity. Your actions and those of the other participants will determine the future phases of the struggle and its ending. Arya has come of age. Let's see. Couple all decisions available. Petition liege and pay homage. Which I think petition liege is from royal court. Let's get our children guardians first. the curious. Diplomacy education focus. So now let's go with somebody that's good at diplomacy. Like my sister. She is the best diplomat in our entire court right now. My other son, martial focus. Just educate him personally. And yet another son who's also in the martial focus, so I'll just educate him personally as well. Our heir is Muhammad Elizabeth and Musa. Let's find him a spouse. Let's aim for alliance power. Ooh, potential alliance with the Sheikdom of Gaza. I mean, that's kind of far away. Yeah, sure, it's the most powerful alliance that we can get. But for somewhere a little bit closer to home. It looks like Soria is the best option there, which is an alliance with somebody that's considered inferior. But at least they're close enough to reasonably be able to help. Help when needed. Oh, actually, it's also because they're of a different faith. I'm also now pushing the struggle towards conciliation. Slipping away. The Wanderer seems to have been having a difficult time at your latest feat. He sneaked out early and was not seen for the entire rest of the evening. So, do we want him to be impatient, shy, or gluttonous? Patience is just -2 learning, -5 in liege. Does seem like it's not a great trait to have. Yeah, let's just go for it. Oh, and there's... somebody used a hook on an involved ruler, so now we're definitely heading more towards hostility. I think it only notifies me if I may trigger a catalyst. It makes sense because some of the things that are on the catalyst list might be something a bit more secretive than just forming an alliance. Like, we don't know who used that hook. Apparently, Sultan Muhammad has appointed as master of the hunt. If we could somehow have one of our children be in line to inherit Al-Andalus, that would be great. Which, I mean, we are seducers, so here's the problem: is I think any progeny we produce might be I think it's you know what? If nothing else, no success chance. Well, how do we get the success chance up? Up then. Well, the main thing is that she loves her husband. In fact, if we could get her, we could drive a wedge between her and her husband, then we might at least have a chance. Let's see what schemes we can do. And we have hooks on all of these children, and because they're our nephews. Ooh, we can invest gold to destabilize Al-Andalus, so that's an option. You can also claim throne, own, abduct, hook, and fabricate hook. And we actually have a higher chance of abducting the Sultan than we do of seducing his wife. So only a 15% chance of secrecy. Also, it would probably be better to start fabricating hooks. Oh, interesting. Mortal adoration. Your lovers are less likely to join murder schemes against you. And lovers are more likely to save you in case of attempted murders. Yeah, it's not really too much going on. Is there anything we can do with this guy? Can we seduce his wife? If at least 50% chance of success, so let's just go for it. You might as well he'll try to seduce somebody. And we've got most of that tree unlocked. Like, so it'd be a shame not to. Oh. Well then. I think the revolt was successful, so guess we don't really need to fabricate a hook on this guy anymore. Because that was mostly gonna be for like maneuverability within the realm. But since Al-Andalus is just straight up not a thing anymore, then we don't have to worry about that. Oh, it actually does show who's causing catalyst this to happen. Our son has come of age. Oh, now currently don't know why it was highlighting this guy when and we're likely to need to get our ass beaten. I think that's the only one where I think it might be because we have Count Erdun of Soria that we can then call in. And to even the odds a bit. here's the thing, is that it's showing Darius is having similar military strength. So I'm not entirely sure. But probably because it's because he'll just call in Count on King Alfonso. With Asturias, that's why. Like, actually, prime target is Tula Tula. But yeah, that's pretty much our best target, since similar, and if we have Count or Doom involved, then we'll actually have the advantage. Let's see if we can find maybe a wife for Isa as well. Let's see, alliance power. We can actually form an alliance with our former liege. If we're fine with marrying our son off to, with betrothing our son off to someone half his age. At least. It's also Alto Aragon. But even younger. Yeah, Urgel, which will let us be in an alliance with the guy from the Hard Start. But she's also 7 years older than the son that we're trying to marry off. We've got the Count of Coruna over here. You know, let's just try and pay this war without, acquiring additional allies right now. Oh, and I have claims in here. I have a claim on the entire duchy. Definitely calling in our ally. Okay, and he loves hosts. Yeah, you might as well. Might as well bring in special troops if we've got them. Good, he's joining in our war. Now I've just got to wait for all of our soldiers to get ready to fight. So we've got 519 unraised soldiers. I think it might... Oh, it was because I didn't click the Raise All Armies button. That's why. You know, because I clicked raise like all of my men at arms or something, and it didn't raise all of my armies. Should probably go deal with these people. Please tell me you're gonna come along and help with this, because we could probably use it. Good. They're not just gonna sit there sieging when the majority of our forces are off all the way over here. In fact, we have the advantage. Although we did lose one of our fiery. He's so. Seems like it was a tight advantage, though. No, but at least we won the battle. Well, now it's just a matter of pressing, using our current advantage. And should maybe make our claim. Now or never, Countess Doha's reactions to my advances tell me everything I need to know. The time has come. To put my plan into action. Yet I fear the consequences. Countess Doha... I think it's poor timing. I mean, to do that right now, because I don't want to, you know, potentially anger the guy who's helping me in this war. Intercept their army real quick. Now, actually, he would be at a disadvantage in that battle, so let's maybe not. Instead, focus on sieging the capital. Well, they seem to be doing much better at their siege than we are at ours, which suffered quite a bit of quite a few casualties from attrition. The fine wine he made in Iberia has long been enjoyed by the faithful who settled here, yet the Count of Al-Mutaz has now decided that this shall come to an end. Wine, his envoy, Erman declares, is certainly haram, and neither its production nor consumption can be tolerated any longer. You must therefore put the vineyards in the Sheikdom of Najira into the torch. Which the Caliph have to understand the anguish this may cause you, not for your wine farmers, but think of the land, all the land you will free and for better, more righteous purposes, the vineyards must be destroyed. Holding taxes minus 10%. Well, let's burn our vineyards, I guess. Starting to think that this war may have been a mistake. See if there's any mercenaries we can hire. Ooh, host of the Viscount. Hey, Zen and Master. How much is going on? We're just trying to take this region over here, but it's not going super well. Well, as we've suffered a lot of casualties from attrition. And if we can get some good mercenaries. Fortunately, getting enough mercenaries to really help us out much is gonna be costing us most of our funds. But at least it'll stop the siege and help us finish the siege we've got going on over here. Hey guys, can you not put down the military and military? Unfortunately, we're more... Oh, we just captured their leader, but also... Like, we can't really... Yeah, we're intrigued because this is one of the starting points from the new flavor pack. And they statted this guy out with most of the seducer tree unlocked, so I just went with intrigue. Need to kind of build on that. I mean, we just captured the guy, so no, that won the war right there. Here's now we're Emir Muzez of Toledo. Which culture is OP with mercs? I haven't actually looked at what we get from being Basque. The codes, mountaineers. There's marital ceremonies and ritualized friendship. So now that culture is in the region. Yeah, might also be a struggle thing because I know in our current phase these mercenaries have a 30% discount, so maybe doesn't seem to be it's in the hostilities phase. It's decreased down to so it's just simply the middle path that is good for mercenaries during the struggle. At least outside of the conciliation phase, since yeah, it's definitely the kind of thing that you can and really spec into, by stacking a bunch of modifiers. Right. Our new vassal went into council position, so his best skill is intrigue, but I don't really want spy master that's gonna have negative 100 opinion of me, so I guess we can take the hit of replacing our brother as marshal. Oh, and we have too few spouses. So I guess we'll just pick up some additional wives. And secure. There's some alliances in the process. Alright, so 2 is apparently enough wives. Then we can ransom this guy and recoup some of our gold that way. I guess now we don't really have to worry about forming the Duchy of Navarra. Since we already have a Duchy tier realm. Currently things are heading towards hostility because of course they are. Let's just unlock Mortal Adoration. And so we can finish off this tree soon. And let's just see where we can expand to next. Let's see, Asturias, similar strength. Well, it would be against both Asturias and Navarra. We could go against Sarkusta and Baya. Oh, we can pretty much just wipe Malagon out. Like we might as well just go for that. It was gonna be that easy. Probably don't even need to need to call on any allies. That is because they've only got less than 1,000 troops on their side. He has come of age. Oh! Oh, and I think the guy with the we just assigned as a marshal just died almost immediately. So let's reassign our chancellor so that we can go ahead and assign the sheik who wants, you know, a powerful vassal winning a council position and has better diplomacy. Needs that position instead. I don't think we even need to call in our allies on this one, since it's just two tiny little regions. You know, two sheikdoms again, and so this with less than 1,000 troops between them. And so we should be able to handle this just fine and on our own. When Isa can get married. Well, if we marry off to Jada bint Meswar, we'll get a variation on the attractive trait agent of the dynasty. Vassal to the Sultan of Africa. Let's just go for it. And they're trying again. But I think we may have just stack wiped them. Oh, these guys have decided to join in, but they're a little late. Band of lost birds, wounded and disillusioned mercenary group has arrived native to the Sheikdom of Molina. Locals claim to have overheard talk of settling down after pillaging an easy target and have begun to grow anxious. As tensions are high and conflict is likely to arise if I do not intervene in the matter. I'm a position of the city garrison. Implore them to leave. Force them out of the city, or let the locals handle it. Ooh, we can get a discount to our mercenaries. I think I'm just gonna force them out of the city and local garrison using elite tactics, plus 5% holding taxes, and control growth, plus 30%. I think we can pretty much just sit here and work on our siege. Because they're gonna gain us war score. All the buffoonery I've seen, and Ikiya's inane efforts to improve my relations with my neighbors, a good-for-nothing chancellor has officially acknowledged Emir Muhammad's claim to the Sheikhdom of Cuenca. You would think that somebody who's supposed to be better at diplomacy than our previous chancellor wouldn't make such a mistake pretty much immediately. A bloom in the wilderness. For the third night in a row, I am sitting at the same table at the same end. It has an excellent view of the bar, and the captivating barmaid behind it. My daydream is interrupted. My brother, Wally Orti, and he slams his tankard down on the table. I've seen you gawking at Belasquita all night, he whispers with a sly smile. I do not blame you, she is a fair woman. Do you want me to make introductions? Slightly higher chance of success, let's go for it. I've seen Belasquita turn down more advances than I can count, but thanks to Wally Orti's introduction and relaxed demeanor, she soon opens up. Conversation flows smoothly. I did not expect to have so much in common with a barmaid. I only realized Orti has left when Belasquita puts her hand on my arm and asks if I went into the room for the night, a room for two, judging by the look in her eyes. See, just for the night, how about every night? Show me the way, morsel, where I am flattered but I just wanted to talk. Oh, apparently we can gain... Yeah, I'm gonna go for the attraction bonus. We've got bigger fish to fry with our seduction. Contract assistance. My troops would be useful in our conflict. We need to only agree on a price. King Garza's war contribution is at least 100 when the war ends. I don't need your help, King Garza. Especially not for more money than I have. No, I don't need you. Like, you people are basically just trying to extort me for services I don't even need. And once again, like, I am handling it just fine on my own. They're practically just delivering a war score on a silver platter at this point. Because they keep just sending these pathetic armies in to try and fight and just get demolished. And see? Successfully did it without any help from even our allies. Means much less anyone entering in a contract with us. My brother Ismail has been wounded. His flesh is contracted, had foulness and swelling. The right kind of treatment is administered, and Allah is merciful. He should make it. Oh, Apparently conciliation is actually the leading phase now. Mostly because people have been converting to local involved culture or faith. And inviting, just, generally being friendly with each other. So let's see. Sirius is now considered similar. Whereas also similar because it's basically the same setup, just this from a different angle. Go after these guys. Yeah, let's just steamroll another puny country. No worker diligence holding of an year out. Again, I don't need to bring the full might of Asturias down on these people that don't even have 1,000 soldiers. And especially not for her 100 gold. Yeah, I haven't really done any multiplayer because thanks for the wishes of good luck, Exit Master. I certainly seem to be having some good luck already. Wherever I go, my wife, Amira Ayab, is sure to follow. The look in her eyes, the words on her lips, I know exactly what she is after. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I imagine, depending on what kind of crowd you've got, that tends to come around for multiplayer. Whenever this game, things can get a little heated. I mean, we might as well sleep with our own wife. Right, we've got another addition to the realm. Maybe we should start expanding up north a bit. Yeah, we should probably keep an eye on the factions. Currently just a peasant revolt. Oh, I didn't realize that these tourneys were a thing for this game. Ah. Yeah, that makes sense because like it can be a little while, in between DLCs. Right, motor if it's come of age. Spouse tourney day. The sun is shining and peasants are yeah, see around owns the master. Sun's shining and peasants are milling about how the tourney hosted by my wife. All three these cheers Amira but announces the tournament is in their honor. And for once I get to simply sit and watch. I'm not going to spend an entire tourney day stuck to a throne, however. Let's see, we can improve the opinion of our Farid. This is a perfect chance to give Muhammad a few pointers. Or this is a day in our honor, my dear. Well, let's give our son a few pointers. So let's see. Actually, let's check in on the conditions for ending the struggle. Like it's a far off goal, but if we can manage it, then it'll at least give us an idea of what to work towards. Now, to tend to a current fate, he's the conciliation phase level of fame. He was exalted among men, holding completely control any digital kingdom of Hispania. All independent involved rulers have an alliance with you. To lead in dominance, and during the hostility phase, you hold and completely control at least 2 digital kingdoms of Hispania. Every digital county of your capital kingdom, Navarra, must be Basque and Muad'Dib. At least so the following must be true. You completely control Galicia, Cordoba, Valencia, or Barcelona. We would only need to completely control an additional one of those. or status quo. No compromise phase. He's exalted above men or above. Holder completely control any de jure kingdom of Hispania. Control less than 50% of the Iberia region. And no other independent involved ruler controls 50% or more of the Iberia region. No wars between involved independent rulers. Currently, there are 4 happening. At least one of these. All other independent involved rulers have at least 60 opinion in a view or the target of a strong hook. 0 of 27. No other independent involved rulers are king or emperor rank. There are currently 2 kings or emperors. More than 25% of the Iberia region is held by interloper or uninvolved rulers. 6.8% is held by an interloper or uninvolved ruler. And we completely control Toledo, so that requirement is fulfilled. I think we'll probably just see what strategy we can find naturally for potentially ending the struggle. Or heck, I mean, the AI might end the struggle for us at some point. Let's see. It's for the de jure kingdom of Andalusia. Let's maybe expand it in southward. Alright, so it looks like most immediate. Most immediate route for southward expansion and further gain territory for our to form our kingdom. Is Alarcos and Rabat. Which they both should be inferior. Let's just go ahead and take this real quick. I want to set a rally point into somewhere more southwards So the armies have to cross the entirety of Toledo just to get where the fight is. And now we're heading towards hostility. Hey, now I've gained the seducer trait. You know, focus on other trees of intrigue. Oh. So apparently a good portion of our army was mercenaries. So let's maybe call in one of our allies just in case we need the help. Well, apparently they're also busy with their own thing. That's in Africa. Experimentation. After Jay and my sincere thanks that she stares angrily at me through a haze of alchemy. It's not easy to find someone to volunteer to test my collection of substances. For her, it has been an evening of pain, burning sensations, and occasional unconsciousness. Is it? Oh, got a 15% chance to kill. Well, let's just go for it. Well, she survived. I think we could probably even without the help of those mercenaries, we can probably handle this as we're on our own. And at least long enough for reinforcements to arrive. My spies have informed me that you have a hunter causing a ruckus at the local tavern. The man has been displaying large amounts of gold and bragging loudly about the great deal he struck with a fancy lord in pearls and silk. Apparently he drew him out of the local mountains for an unknown nobleman. The spies think the lord must be scheming against me or with my subjects. Guess we're throwing him in the dungeon. And for making maps for scheming nobles. Well, my brother, my companion, my confidant. Will you join me in declaring friendship to be the true? Will you join me in declaring our friendship to be the truest and brightest in all the world with all the depths of loyalty that entails? Sure. We now have child of our dynasty and can enforce demands on this place. Girls can marry. Decent proposal. Above domain limit. Hold on, let's just... Let's find somebody that we can give one of our various duchies to. Careers. Oh, we've got all kinds of new court position. And so, it's like the Royal Court or DLC. You know what, let's give her best bro over here a title. Now I have Lagrono again. And so you can have Lagrono. Demand payment from Shikordi. Oh, I can demand payment for being best. He's with Shikordi. Let's see if we can build up our military a bit. Oh, and part of why our military is so small is probably just because we need to let them build back up. But that would probably also help to have, you know, maybe some onagers. Also, why our ally is in peril, but has not called us in? Is it because we don't speak the same language? Supposedly there's an option. And like, well, there's an option, and there's set up a contract to send our troops over to help, but I guess not. Unless, of course, maybe we need to know Arabic. So, you know, let's start learning Arabic. You know, we might as well. We're going to be allies with someone who primarily speaks Arabic. Something happened. Why is it shiny now? Is it just because cows are being triggered, or what? Gorman has died. The random hunter that... A long evening of state business is with Iberia, but has slowly degenerated into both of us as being deep in our cups, slurringly swapping saucy stories. I've just finished my retelling of a tale about my grandfather's amorous exploits with a wily fish when and I see an untoward gleam in my companion's eye. Thoughts of blackmail race unbidden to my mind. Perhaps Amira Ayab is actually a little keener on the subject than she knows. Is she into fish? Amira Ayab discovers a new 70% chance that she becomes a deviant. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, she's into the fish. Well then, guess I better start or visiting the local market for fish before as we're heading into the royal bedchambers. I just gotta wait for armies to build back up. Really sorry it seems to have survived. Even it hasn't just become part of Asturias or something. Which I mean, you know, comes down to Casus Bella. I don't know whether that was even a possibility. Just send her daughter off. Maybe see what our matrilineal options are. Not great, that's for sure. Well, I mean, yeah, not gonna marry her off to her own nephew. We're not. So let's try and get someone who's at least an adult. And you know what? This guy. Sure, it means having an ally with a grand total of 78 soldiers, but hey, at least it's not. At least there's no incest or pedophilia involved. Yeah, sure, you can be free. You lost an opinion, but Ellie, but Alaska. Someone in your realm has learned of him or Abe's secrets. Your spy master's poor intrigue skill caused this problem. Oh. Oh, there's now a third person that knows about the fish situation. I guess I learned Arabic. Wait, no, that's King Alfonso who learned the language of an involved old ruler. Is a brave person who would accost me as I'm leaving the mosque, not after my daily worship, but and one such man has tried exactly that. I know the crucifix looped around his neck, and with some suspicion, and as he begins to speak, my lord, I only ask a minute of your time. All I want is for my flock to be able to worship in a church as all good followers of God should. The nervous priest stops and looks at me imploringly. I think the Mozarabs built no places of worship, but make converting them trickier, but perhaps some leniency might aid the cohesiveness of our realm. Well, it don't really want to spend the money nor gain the 25 stress. Let's go for you will never build those heathen shacks on my land. Gain 50 piety, Mozarab discrimination for 30 years. And Hilal loses 40 opinion of me. I don't really care about some random lowborn priest's opinion of me, so... Oh, that last bit is... Oh, it's just a secret letter lost. Why do I have a random letter detailing about my wife's sexual desires of a scaly aquatic kind? This morning I had a delightful encounter with a charming young servant. We joked, we laughed, and we parted with glad hearts, all because I made the effort to be somewhat more personable. Perhaps I could apply this bout of flirtatious confidence to more than just my personal affairs. Suppose I can make more eye contact, tactically coquettish, another plus 30 attraction opinion, and for 5 years, masterfully, lingering touch teases the soul. Okay, so it's just either I can go for prestige, or I can sacrifice courtier opinion for boost to attraction opinion. You know what? I'll go for the maximum bonus. So I've got like a plus 90 attraction opinion. And between being a seducer and being devilishly coquettish. Oh, and it's actually 105 because I'm also unattainable. Dangerous faction. Oh, it's just peasant rabble. Ah, shame. Shame it's just peasants. I was hoping there would be like a specific character that I could say like seduce. Who's to try and actually, you know what? Let's just stir up some trouble. Apparently King Alfonso doesn't have a wife that we could try to seduce. 10% chance. Only, really only 10%, even with this massive of attraction bonus. Guess it just applies to no opinion. Yeah, like it. Like it. You've got strong bonus. This is on it. This is for her diplomacy with anyone that's attracted to men. Because, unattainable plus devilishly coquettish plus the seducer. 105 bonus. Well, you would think that would also apply some kind of bonus to this is success. A 95% chance to seduce Imira's a hit. Let's go for it. Well, she's got 100%. She's got 100 opinion of me. To not have 100 opinion of me, you would have to either to not have 100 opinion of Emir love this is right now. You would have to either not be into men or have a pretty strong or have some pretty strong penalties. He's a Troubadour's dedication. And the Troubadour will soon be performing for the court of Aracusta. It would be a simple request to have her change the performance be a dedication to Amir as the target of my affection. Only 50% chance of it going well. Well, now do we want Truth as relative enables to fabricate hook scheme. Find secrets may also fabricate hooks. Or dark insights. You torture someone, gain 50% and chance to gain either one intrigue or one prowess, max 5 each. Or dreadful, dread gain plus 30%. Let's go for truth is relative. Granted, because of the current phase of the struggle, well, we already have access to new fabricating hooks. So this make it always an option, and even in other phases of the struggle. Here we roll Lost War. Amir Al Rabdan. Well, doesn't affect me much, but it is a struggle catalyst. I've been corresponding with their chancellor, Shikiya. It has been a shameful diplomatic display. You're not the man I thought you were. Do I just need to like fire this guy at this point? Because like he's supposed to be better than the guy that was in his position before. But my old counselor wasn't causing all of these problems. It's because you're minus one an opinion. The dance. I've made my way to the court of Sarascuta in time for the dance of the castle. I secured an invitation for where I have to see Amira Zahida. She looks resplendent, and when we finally have a moment for ourselves, I offer my suggestion. Alright, so let's see. She's calm, vengeful, and arbitrary. Playful, thoughtful, greedy. Have you seen how these people dance? I assume that will reach someone who's vengeful. We sat together making one joke after another about the other guests. I had not expected Mirza to be quite so skilled in the art of mockery. What an evening we had. Well, admittedly, I think that was kind of something that really affected anything because as we've already got maximum chance of success. It's just a matter of waiting 3 months. Ill, my mortal body. Mere or peasant, high or low, it does not matter. In the end, we are all mortals. I was reminded of this as I woke, coughing in the early morning hours, a dull ache pounding through my head and throat. Yeah, time to hire a court physician. Right. Apparently, Muhammad is quite experienced, or for a time it seems enthusiastic, if nothing else. Let's go some way that has experience. And is it do no more than is necessary? Or just vaguely ill? Yep. Just gonna go ahead. You're searching the hall. Came all this way here for me, my songbird? Searching the hallways for the Mira Hilda's castle, clad in servant's garb to avoid notice. I find Hilda in a secluded garden. She lights up as she sees me, and the sight of her lights me up in turn. The ratty shirt I had donned soon lies forgotten on the floor as we spend the whole night making sure my journey was worth the effort. For you, I would do this journey 100 times over. To the cold-hearted Emir Lub, we have been burdened by your oppressive laws for too long. No more, or we are done paying your taxes. Once your coffers dry up and your orders are empty, you'll wish you would treat us more fairly. Need never. Peasants' laws to serve their lord. Just gonna it. Guess the new rally point because it just so happened to spawn on some of our enemies. He's on our default rally point. Let's also call in good buddy over in Soria. Just to give us a bit of an edge if we need it. On this one occasion, I'll actually go for it. Orders of Fate. My Chancellor, Shikihaya, approaches me in private with clear doubt in his eyes. He explains to me that his faith is faltering due to his time spent guarding the border against it, and his Mozarab is fraternizing with the enemy. His words are non-just. It feels as if the slightest mistake could push him away from Allah. Yet, this is an opportunity to strengthen our fervor as well as our relationship. I can threaten to denounce him as a heretic, gain 5 dread, then have him lose for the opinion, and I'll gain a hook on him. I will reignite his fervor myself. Well, 65% and chance of success. Wait, no, 65% chance he resents the attempt and converts to Mozarabism. Pick any fate as long as you serve me. 50% chance that'll become a Mozarabic. Or someone call a priest. Wait, hold on. Shikihaya feels threatened by Shikiya's presence. Yeah, I'll just call him the priest. Alright, we've got reinforcements coming in and to help with the peasants. Well, I feel like it might have gone a little bit overboard. Or there's just so many of them. So a lot of it's probably going to come down to the difference in army quality because, you know, you've got soldiers that have actual equipment, whereas these are just a bunch of peasants with whatever they had handy. Apparently, Sheikdom of Malgon gained deserting levies due to low control. Which apparently there's also an unaffiliated peasant uprising over here. It's like completely unrelated to the one that... No, I don't think I need more troops. Especially since I'm already promised half of my 8 gold. Well, to some other guy if they prove useful enough. Oh, but contract assistance was less than uh, less than 100 in work contributions, so no, I don't even have to worry about to paying out that 100 in gold. I'm well again. Synergized friendship brings on a perceptive liege. Love, I know now I can count on you for all knowing all things, and I wonder, do you commit to always aid each other in matters of experience and training? Yeah, I'll collaborate. It looks like, I think it's one of her vassals. It's also having some peasant troubles. Oh, Alvar has died. I don't even remember who Alvar was. Oh, he's the peasant leader. So like, he was in the dungeon just because of just because he was part of the rebellion. William Merriman of Lagrono. He was a powerful enough vassal also trying to demand a position on the council. His best skill is learning, though, but oh, I can appoint him as Mufti. There we go. Got an upgrade to our learning for the court. So I've got boost to religious tasks. Yeah, let's think our army is built back up enough that we can perhaps expand a bit more. In fact, let's see. Type of Toledo. De jure part of Kingdom of Andalusia. Okay, we need 10 de jure counties using 500 gold. And we also need to form a second duchy title. Which for that part we can just form Navarra. So let's focus on the 10 de jure counties for now. We can go after Alarcos or Yayan. Alright, vastly inferior. Or vastly inferior. So either way, we should be in a strong position. And to just take the county. Raise all armies. Especially when they're apparently already involved in a war with somebody else. these guys have an advantage against me. He kind of makes things a bit more difficult. So call in and our good friend over in Soria again. And you give us get some backup map. You people really need to stop making maps for random nobles. You might be a mirror, but you're also no vile spawn of hell. The unprovoked anger expressed by my son Isa that comes as a complete surprise. He has been under a lot of stress lately, but to behave like this. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's unrestrained wrath. You don't even see anywhere to actually see what level of stress he's under. I guess if he's having an effect like that, then that's a sign that he's under a fair bitch. Are these people just gonna leave? Like, it would be great if you would just leave rather than even let us take over rather than being in our way. As long as we can, hold on until reinforcements arrive. They're only hostile because these guys are actually like our enemy. Alliance has expired Maziba. Well, we weren't really doing much with that alliance anyway. And I think that was one of our allies. He's over in here. There's somewhere. Like, I think we called him in to help maybe once. Right. Got another county added on to Toledo. But we're also now above domain limit, so let's find a courtier to give this place to. Probably someone without like a law of land and already. Now let's give it to your nephew here. now, could probably just go ahead and make Alarkoth. So then we'll be seeing a nice 9. Like that. That'll probably be the plan for next stream because it is almost 2 a.m. This next stream will probably be take out Alarkoth. Well, either we'll just go ahead and take Alarkoth and maybe one other place. He's now. Or next stream will be get these last 2 new counties and then get the money to the 750 gold to form both a duchy and a kingdom. And then we'll finally actually get to play with what I imagine is the bulk of the royal court features. You know, let's just go ahead and... They are only inferior and not... Now let's just save that for next time. Oh, Rasik has died. Oh, and Zahida has... Zahida has given birth to my daughter. I will be careful about that. After all, like, it's not super useful to have a foreign foreign whatever the equivalent of princess is for an emir. Not super familiar with like Muslim noble titles. Okay, so let's see. Picking up dirt, find hidden secrets, progress speed, Court of Shadows, plus 50%, and disrupt schemes effectiveness, or swift execution, plus 30%, and murder scheme power. Go for disrupting schemes. Alright, so I think I'm gonna call it there. Or as is 5 minutes to... It's until 2 a.m. EST. So thank you all for watching. Next stream will probably be The Sims 3. Continuing with our random legacy. As I'm trying to just sort of have a rotation of ongoing series plus some time. It was like a slot for just trying other things and one-off streams. So probably it's a the CK3 will be either the next stream after the next Sim 3 he stream, or the one after that. Find somebody to raid. Since it's the 7th, that also means that 6/12 is this weekend, and so there will be a special stream for that. Right, so let's go for this person. And they seem alright. Match. Right, so let's go for this person. And they seem alright.